All right, so here's all 3 FLYBIRD weight benches so that can make it nice and easy for one video. You don't got to sit here and watch all these videos on FLYBIRD benches. So they all got the FLYBIRD logo, which is nice. They're all in black, except for this version has the red striping on it, which is cool because I love red and black combo. These 2 are the ladder style. That is the pin style. You just pull the pin on it. That one's 21 inches off the ground. These 2 are 16.5 inches off the ground. So your average bench is about 18, 19. So these are on the short side. That's on the tall side. It does give you these little holes where you can attach like bands or something, I guess. It's kind of flimsy looking. I personally wouldn't do it, but it is there. These type do have the footing that's like flat and it has a nice kind of like grippy on the ground. So it doesn't slide at all and it shouldn't like ruin your hardwood floors or anything. That style is the round style, which I hate because they actually, even though it's not supposed to be like wheels, if you put enough pressure, like say you're doing some incline bench or something, pushing back with your legs, it can slide. I don't like that. So I do prefer this style. They all have the foam leg holders, which is pretty nice for cheap benches. You know, sometimes you get those hard ones where it just hurts your ankle. So I do like the foam style. That one actually flaps down, which is nice because then when you have a foldable bench, it makes it easy to fold flatter. You can fit it under your bed easier. These ones you might have to take out if you have a really small area, but it does unscrew, so it's not a huge deal. These 2 do have handles for when you have it folded up. You can either hang it on something or you can just carry it by that. So that's 2 options for those 2. They all have 7 different heights for the backrest, all 3 of them, and then 4 for the seat. This obviously decline is 1 because there's 6 different little runs on here, but decline would be the 7th, which is the same with the big FLYBIRD. They all have a pin in the middle that you pull to fold them up, and these ones have a pin up here just to kind of lock this in. So basically you would just pull that out, and that just is just so you can adjust it. I'm trying to do this with one hand, and then this is just kind of like a safety thing. I don't technically think you really need that in there, but it is nice for when you want to lift it up. Just helps make sure it's in there. So they all have a pin in the middle, right? Where you got to take out when you fold it. And then these 2 have one for the seat also, which is probably better seen on this side. But basically pull this out and you can just move this with your other hand. I do have my phone in my hand right now, so it's not too easy, but you understand the concept. That one was just a pin, so this just slides up and down that. So it just stays right on the railing, so it's really nice to just pull a pin. This one, obviously, you have to like hold it and make sure it's lining up with the hole, so it's a little bit more of a pain, this style. Width of this one's about 11 and a half-ish. This one's 11, and that one's 10. So they're all pretty good widths. That one's a little bit skinnier, obviously, but I think that's still fine for most people. So let's get up a little closer to the newest version FLYBIRD. One thing I do want to say, this texture style is still like the same as this, basically, but it's actually different. When you touch it, this one's like cool and smoother. Like you can glide your hands easier, and it's really cool, like that feeling you want to have with a pillow at night. This one's like more of a warmer feeling, which may be like that. And it's more of like a grippy, like a rubbery type feeling. This one's more like a smooth leather kind of feeling, but yet with a little texture to it. Not as smooth as this one because obviously there's barely any texture to that. But so this is a different, definitely a different style. I don't know if you can tell, it's not as shiny. This one's more shiny. So, but yeah, it is a little bit wider overall than this one. This spot right here is actually a tad wider than right here, but yet this one's wider overall. If for some reason you like that, I personally, my shoulders and whatever just go right here. Chest and back of my shoulders go right here, so it doesn't bother me. It does have this extra little pad here. Right here is about 2 inches. Here's about 2.5 inches. This doesn't bother me at all. This angle might make it look really big, but actually that gap doesn't bother me at all. And then you got your extra little tiny gap right here because of this style padding. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys right off the bat. I know this is a new style of this, but like, I think that's fine. Like, I don't know why they did this. It looks cool. Like, it looks like, hey, that might make it more comfortable. But honestly, I don't even think my back barely even touches that. So I personally don't know why they redesigned it, besides it maybe looking a little cooler or something. But I actually prefer this bench over this one just because of the padding, the cooler feeling. the more smooth. And yeah, just wanted to tell you that. So this is the newer version. It's basically the same thing as this. I mean, look at it. I mean, it's the same thing, guys. I've looked over it closely. So it does have a 50-pound higher weight rating for whatever reason, with thousands of weight tests. So I don't know, but it's nice too. Maybe there's a reason you want it, this style, the more warm, grippy, but just wanted to tell you that. This one's super easy to use with this pin. There's your decline. This is your very aggressive decline angle. I actually don't recommend this angle. It's kind of uncomfortable because of the height, 21 inches. That decline angle is a lot better. It's not very aggressive, but it feels a lot more comfortable with that type of style leg holder. It's so easy to change. And then this one obviously is just as easy to adjust your heights with. So I do like that. This, as far as the adjusting of the seat and the backrest, this one is by far the best. Remember, this bench is rated for somebody under 5'9". I'm 6'1". In flat bench, I'll show you, I'm comfortable in flat bench. There's plenty enough, but once you get that seat angled up and then obviously you have to sit up higher on the bench, that's when there's an issue for my neck, because it's like my neck goes over the top of the bench. So in decline or incline, obviously that's not very comfortable. I could pull it off for a little bit, but I would not recommend it. Your neck will eventually get sore. All right, I'm gonna fold this up for you guys. I'm not gonna rush. I'm just gonna kind of show you at a casual pace here how you do it. You just pull this pin, you lift this off, put it in decline, pull this middle pin, and then pull this pin. Then after that's done, you pull it together, and there you go. And then obviously if you wanted it a little bit lower, you just unscrew this and you'd have to probably set that to the side so it would be a little bit lower. Here's the other one. It's pretty light. You should be able to, most people can at least use two hands to hold it by the strap. If you want, you can hang it up on a wall, on a hook or something if you wanted to do that. Right, guys, hopefully you found this video helpful. I tried to show you the main things about the FLYBIRDs without dragging this video on all day. Obviously you're bigger and you want something extremely foldable. The bigger FLYBIRD bench is a great option. And then if you're a smaller person, then the smaller one's a good option. You know, they both fold. You can put under your bed or in your closets, and then the other ones you can actually hang on the wall, which is pretty cool. So these aren't things that you're going to want to be doing like barbell work or anything like that. Like if you just want to pull it out from under your bed and just do some dumbbell incline, decline, you know, flat bench, whatever, and then just put it back under. That's the type of bench. You want something that's going to sit out in your gym or in your room or whatever, then don't get these type of benches. These are just ones that you want to fold away and put up. If you want something that's more, I mean, even the Fitness Realities you can fold up pretty flat and put away. So I highly recommend you guys check out my Fitness Reality. Either just the 2000 version, I actually compare it to the FLYBIRD, or else do the one where I have the 1000 versus the 2000. And I think you guys will be like, oh dang, these are really good benches for the price. They're under $200. Last I checked, the Fitness Reality 2000 was only $186, which is a freaking steal for that bench. So that blows these benches out of the water as far as, in my opinion, unless you need to fold it up in a small area. Otherwise, it's a much better bench. So, all right, guys, if this was helpful, leave a like. Consider subscribing because I have so much more content. I just need to pop these videos out. That's what I need to do. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.